out that you've been in the industry for 30 years, which is, I mean, pretty amazing. I know you've been a few different places, but what is one of the biggest changes you've seen? I'm sure that, we've all heard the stories about how everything has changed, really, especially in the last few years. We've seen a lot of unprecedented changes, to use some of those keywords. But what is there any one thing or maybe a short list of things that sticks out to you?
Meeting face to face can create, can create amazing magic, right? But I think if you look at what has changed in our industry over the last, several decades, I hate to say that, but decades, is this focus on results. You kind of just touched on it, Heidi. Is really being able to justify, what the business case is for incentive travel, right? I mean, companies invest an enormous amount of their sales and marketing dollars to host incentive programs. And it's our responsibility to help them show not only was it an amazing experience, but was that investment a good one? Was that an investment that drove results past and future for the company? And I think there's just been so much more focus on the analytics and the decision sciences that go along with incentive programs. And I think that's a good thing. I think, accountability for money that you're spending and what we're doing and what we're creating for companies is so important. So I think that's a big one. I think, and along with that, I think becomes, I think another change has really been transparency and how things are put together. And I think, if I had to pick the third one in that category, I think I think when incentive programs were originally done, there was a lot of group movement that everyone would do the exact same thing every day. And I think there's really been a focus in the last, 5 to 10 years on, how do you create group incentive movements, but really cater to what's important to individuals? How do you really create experiences for different types of people on the same program? Because I think that hits home more, and I think it makes it more motivational, it makes it more memorable, and it makes it more meaningful. So I think those would be my big three that I think have really changed.
Well, and if I could, I think maybe even expand upon your points one and points three, that return on investment is such a personal experience, really, for every individual achiever winner that is attending these programs as well. And so, if you can incorporate that personal touch, whether it be, as simple as maybe some activities that are different or some inclusions that are different, to the really, I think, white glove experience that you called out earlier, where you have individual interactions with some of the big stars, that really just drives that return on investment, right? So it really brings it home for everybody that's attending the trip, and then also for your investors, for whoever's paying the bill at the end of the day. So absolutely agree on the importance of those components as well.